Well, I hit. I'm not seeing any sort of. It's weird. Okay. No. And then. All right. So it says. It says we're live. It says we've been live 20 seconds. But I don't feel like that's the case. If we are live, I think, I don't know. I gotta find, okay. Ads are playing, of course. Of course, ads are playing. Okay, come on. Oh, there we are. Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. Thanks for joining us. I can't even describe technical issues I had tonight. Conflicts with USB cameras and conflicts with all sorts of things. Moved to my desktop to see if I can't do anything this a little bit better. Let's see if... Oh, okay, both of you are up. We're both on. Hopefully we're doing sound. Sounds fine. I don't know. I hope it's all good. What do you think, Jill? Are we good?
I haven't seen it come up on my computer yet, but I don't know.
Okay, it's... Yeah. Yeah, they see us. They see us. Waiting to hear. Hopefully we can hear each other correctly. I'm still working on the audio quality. Not sure what's going on there, but I'm not going to touch anything else because that's just going to cause chaos. Chaos. I wish I would have. Yeah, sounds good. I wish I would have like some sort of like consistency with this and some sort of everything works good situation. Fort Lauderdale, you had a great comment. Thank you for that. He said this is a great truck channel on YouTube. Thank you for that. Always trying to provide good content and trying to get past my technical issues. As you might imagine, here in Western Nebraska, we don't have much of an IT team. And besides the horses across the way, and they're not much help at all. So always trying to get my stuff sorted out with this. And it's not my skill set, so creates some issues. Let's see. But truck topics tonight. First time to live stream and do truck topics. Jill's in Chicago. I'm here in Nebraska, about 1,000 miles away. So thank you for bearing with us as we do that kind of stuff. And we were talking earlier today, and I should launch right into this. Earlier today, I was discussing this with Jill as far as topics for the live stream. And it occurred to me in my brain of mine, as I think about this stuff way too much, that with the news and that's not confirmed, the non-confirmed news that the Chevy Silverado 2022 refresh and the GMC Sierra 2022 refresh are going to be delayed due to supplier issues and due to all sorts of stuff. Explains why the IT guys had a long face. Anyways, but with the Silverado being delayed and the Sierra being delayed, the Ford F-150 is new as of last year. Ram hasn't talked anything about being new for 2022, so no refresh there at all. And with the fact that Toyota, smartly, they got a variety of semiconductors that they put in storage, because after the tsunami hit, like I think it's 2011 or something like that, they thought, hey, let's put stuff in storage. And semiconductor is a huge issue, and let's make sure we keep it in storage. So they have supplies. And if they can get a new Tundra out to the public here this fall, they would be the only new truck this fall. And with San Antonio plant jettisoning Tacoma production down to Mexico and Sequoia filling a little void there, I mean, they're going to have a lot of capacity to build in San Antonio. So if they have parts and they have the newest truck in the marketplace, Toyota could have quite a bit of an advantage this fall when it comes to attracting new customers, more than what they've had in prior years, I would think, as far as maybe going back to 2014 when they unveiled new Tundra and really got people's attention with that. So I was kind of thinking that that's kind of a good play for them, kind of maybe long thinking on that. But, I mean, Jill, if you're in the market and first time buying a truck and you're looking for the latest thing with most features, you're going to look at the newest truck, right? That's going to be on your list.
Yeah, so I think we now have the answer of what truck Tim is buying next.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the 2022 Toyota Tundra.
Well, I mean, that's the reality of things is that, if that's the only new truck out there, then it makes it a pretty easy conversation, right? I mean, it's got to be that one, right? There's no other choices. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see it. My feeling is, we're going to see it in about a month, is my feeling. Jill and I are both going to Texas first of next month. And so my belly tells me that it's going to be there sometime in Texas. We're going to see it. So, yeah, if the Tundra looks good and has good gas mileage, but immediately, I think they can do another hybrid version. I'm saying it better, hybrid version of that. And I don't know. I don't know if I want another hybrid. The trade value of my F-150 must be crazy high right now. There is the dealership in town usually has like 50 F-150s, and they have currently like 5, and they only have, I think they have 1 power boost, and so it has crossed my mind to trade it in right away. But I'm going to do some camping next month, I think it is, or 2 months in July. I think after we go camping, I will get rid of it because I'll be waiting for the new truck. But that all depends on what Toyota's doing. Like this plan hinges on Toyota actually building a truck, and like this, let's not get ahead of herself, you know.
Come on, Toyota.
Right? I'm like,
Chop.
Chevy's let me down by saying it's not going to be coming out. Ram's got nothing new, so that makes me like, oh, come on, you know. And so it's like, and I've done a lot of videos with Ford, so I'm like, hey, you know, I need something new. So come on, Toyota, don't let me down. Yeah. So that was my thought this morning. Was I think they're gonna have a good advantage. I think it's gonna be good. I scared me away from the F-150 because of the rust issue. My issue with the rust issue, and I said this in another video before, was it is a cosmetic issue. Fair enough. It's a cosmetic issue. But I believe that with the starting MSRP of new trucks climbing higher and higher and higher, that a $30,000 truck buyer is not the same thing as a $75,000 truck buyer. And the expectations are different. And so if you see rust on your $75,000 truck, even though it's the same parts, it's the same assembly process, same idea, it just expectations are different, and I would expect more. And I'm frankly kind of disappointed in that. I do have to take the dealership and have one of the rattles looked at. Another owner said that it was a piece of trim that just needed to be tightened down to his and took care of his rattle issue. So I do need to put that on my list to get done. So, yeah. But Jill has done a great job of following up on the rust stories. And how many vehicles now have you crawled underneath? I mean,
pretty much everyone I've had. Yeah, because I'm just curious. And so I've started taking pictures and video, and I don't talk about it because nobody really wants to hear about it, maybe until I have it compiled more. But yeah, pretty much every vehicle that I've had, I have crawled under. I do have a BMW right now, so I need to check that out. I haven't crawled under that one yet. So I'll be curious because I've crawled under Toyotas, I've crawled under GMs, I've crawled under Fords, Stellantis vehicles, but I haven't done any of the Germans yet. So we will see. We will see how the Germans are.
And your conclusion so far has been that rust is a normal or not normal issue?
My conclusion has been is that there are a couple of automakers who look at it as a customer satisfaction issue and do coding, even though it doesn't add anything to the life of the vehicle. And then pretty much everybody else is like, because it doesn't add anything to the life of the vehicle, I'm not going to do it, and I don't care. So, I mean, Toyota and Jeep, frankly, have been pretty clean, and Ram have been pretty clean. I will tell you, I even crawled under my brother-in-law's truck. He has a Ram 1500, and it's not like the newest of the new, and it's a work truck. He's a fireman and has a Ram 1500 through the firehouse, and I crawled under that, and that actually looked pretty clean too. So, and that was like not a 2020, 2021 model. So, but everything else I've crawled under has been a little bit rusty.
Yeah, it's been an interesting issue. Nice comment, Nick. If I don't know, I have a good story about that with my wife. One of these nights, I'll tell you the story. One teaser for you guys is that it's a rated G story. I know I better say this. So years ago in the little town of Scottsbluff, Wyoming, they had a gentleman's club that was called the Library. They just called Library. So all the farmers would say they're going to the library. Kind of a joke, right? Well, it turns out at that time, my wife was working at the college library. And so one day, little wife of mine said to her grandfather that she was going to go to the library and go to work, and he about lost his mind until she explained it was a college library she was going to work at. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was rated G stories. It's just kind of funny. All right, so we're also talking about a couple of things on this live stream. I think I've made my list. I want to tease something. We're working on a truck price story that I spent all afternoon working on. I spent a lot of time on this story, and I did a lot of research on this. And there is one truck on this that increased its price, base MSRP, by nearly $3,000 in a year. And so that's your teaser. Video is going to come out, I don't know, when I get a chance. Jill's working on editing the story right now because I need to go back and double check my facts. And I literally on the story on the website is that I took 2 pictures of a screen capture of the price they said in 2019 and the price was a year after, or 2 years afterwards. And I put them together on the screen. And I was like, you can't call me out for messing something up because I got the screen captures on the screen. I'm like, boom, there it is. So yeah, the interesting part with that story, and I don't know if I delved enough into that, was that the destination fees. One company increased destination fee from $13.95 in 2019 to $16.95 in 2021, and that was the 2 different price increases. Yeah, it's Nick. This story is gonna be really interesting. The numbers are eye-popping, actually, and there's no rhyme or reason behind it. I mean, they're just gouging people right now. It's crazy. Speaking of being gouged at the gas pump, you're gonna be gouged. If you guys missed it, that cyber attack happened on that northeastern gas line, and I saw a story today that 65% of gas stations in North Carolina are sold out of gas.
Yeah. So, before you joined, before we managed to get everything together for the live stream, and there was a chat going on separately that I don't see up at the top of this.
Yeah, I don't.
So something happened. We were talking about the gas prices and running out of gas, and I feel like somebody who hasn't been coming to, I hope they're not stuck in YouTube jail, live stream jail someplace. Because it was, there were a couple of people I was talking with that I do not see on this chat. But they mentioned that it was Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, Tennessee, Mississippi. They're like, yeah, don't drive through those states. Because I said, you're making me worried because I have to drive from Florida to Indianapolis next week. And they're like, yeah, maybe you're going to want to get gas before you go and then drive like you have an egg underneath the gas pedal, because you're not going to find gas. We have the price gouging. They're like, you're just not going to find gas. They said in Asheville, North Carolina, there was no gas. And I'm just like, okay, y'all aren't making me feel very good here. I'm going to be stuck in the middle of the hinterlands of Mississippi without gas in a Toyota Venza. Not the hybrid, the old Toyota Venza.
You're going to be in Mississippi on a dirt crossroads with a guitar playing to Meet the Devil to trade your soul for your path to stardom. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, so I mean, gas can be really, really interesting. Coming is panic hoarding. I posted on my Facebook page. A government agency has now warned consumers to not put gas in in bags. Don't put the gas in bags. Apparently, we've all seen these memes of people doing this. That they put it in. Yeah, they take a grocery sack and they put gas in a grocery sack and they put it in the back of their vehicle.
Okay, so there's just so much that's wrong with that, because first off, I wouldn't put kitty litter in a grocery sack because they always have holes. But second,
Did you see the one, and it was unfortunate, it's a lady who did this, who took the gas, I guess spigot or nozzle, whatever, and she was spraying off the front of her car to get rid of the bugs on the lights.
With gas?
With gas. Yeah, it floats around every once in a while. I see it on Facebook. That leads me to the next thing that Justin or MJ23 Bama is asking about. Cybertruck update, and that kind of gets people thinking about the gas prices and electric, that kind of situation. The only update I've ever seen on a Tesla Cybertruck is that the plant is moving forward in Texas. They're trying to get that plant going, and they have the new interior, which is even worse than the production version, I thought. I mean, it's really just void of anything styling-wise. And then it's got that yoke-style situation where they put for the steering wheel, where they chop the top half off and the bottom half off, and you do like this. That's how you're supposed to drive the thing. And people have really thought about like 3-point turns and like steering being an issue. Yeah, that's the only updates on it currently. I keep my eyes on whatever Tesla news coming out from the Teslarati. If I don't report on it, they get mad at me. And I haven't, I mean, besides the plant going in, and there's still conversation about what the final design is going to look like. I still have a lot of concerns about the crash testing of the Cybertruck because of its design. Yeah. It's going to be really bad for pedestrians. And so I really have concerns about what that is going to do. Speaking of another EV, I have seen the photos of the Alpha Wolf EV. I've seen the photos of this. It's basically a regular cab 1989 Toyota Tacoma. It's basically what it looks like. It looks pretty sharp. And people were posting about it, all stuff, and I was gonna write something up, and I didn't. But you know, it's yet another company trying to build an EV, and I just feel like it's gonna be difficult for those companies to do that and to make it the marketplace. And so I'm not holding my breath anymore. I mean, Bollinger is supposed to still come out with their stuff, and they're trying to build a chassis now, electric chassis that's ridiculously expensive. Rivian seems like it's possibly going to come to market, and it's going to be cool, but they have a lot of concerns on parts, on service, on where you're going to buy. I mean, there's a lot of dealership laws on how you're going to sell vehicles that are seemingly archaic, but they're still in place. And so I don't know. It's $2.89 here in Scottsbluff, by the way, on gas. We were talking about it today. So yeah, it's just another company. If you look back on automotive history for EV manufacturers, I bet you find 20. Hell, I mean, of EV makers, and then I bet you find 60 or 80 of automakers who've opened and failed to build a vehicle. And so I see the pictures. It's cool, but yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, Toyota's making the case about plug-in hybrid, and I think that's a really good case. So you can get electric and you can get gas, and to me, that's a stepping stone to eventually getting to a full electric if we ever get to that point. But I think the plug-in is probably the way to go. The hybrid F-150 is a good option. Frankly, I think more of the power on board than I do the hybrid version of the truck. I really don't care about that, but I like the plug-in situation in the back. So. Regular trucks.
Well, so plug-in hybrids, I really think that you need to have like a better plug-in hybrid. So the BMW that I'm driving right now, it's a plug-in hybrid, and I think it only has about 24, 25 miles of range, which, okay, for me, that's totally fine. I'm never gonna, unless I'm purposely going out to the suburbs for no apparent reason, because I don't really need to. But I'm going out there to shoot photos or video or whatever. So unless I'm going out there, like, I very rarely will burn through 25 miles of range in a day. And I plugged it in at 5 o'clock, and by 8 o'clock, it'll be at 100% charge. So really, it only needs 3 hours to get all of the 25 miles of range back. So, I mean, that's a bonus. But we just posted a story today on the Rav4 Prime plug-in hybrid. And to me, that is about the perfect range, like 40 or 50 miles. If you can get 40 or 50 miles of all electric range with, the gasoline powered engine that can kick in for a longer road trip, to me, like, I still 100% believe that a plug-in hybrid is the better solution and will combat all range anxiety.
Yeah, I did the Prime yesterday, or no, I did a couple weeks ago, but I did a Prime video. That was my review, and I thought the Prime was perfect. I mean, you didn't have to plug it in, but if you wanted to plug it in, you could. But the best part of that was it still used all the torque you needed to, and you still had the good driving experience. That was the thing with the Wrangler 4xe, which I actually saw one the other day. I was at Menards, and somebody had bought one, and I knew this because of the blue tooks. I did retain something on that trip, but anyways, I did realize it was a Wrangler 4xe, and that's only 20 some miles of range. What's interesting with that is the gasoline version actually gets better fuel economy than that the plug-in does on, is it highway? One of the two happens. Like same thing with my hybrid F-150. The 2.7 liter engine gets better highway than my hybrid does, but my hybrid does a lot better in the city, right? So I mean, that's where the hybrid wins. It is interesting. I thought that Sienna hybrid. You said Sienna hybrid. We have a video coming on that too. But I thought that Prime was a great option, and even though the price is too high still, like I want to say it was $50,000 for a Rav4, which is a little steep. It's still too expensive, but I thought I like that direction. You know, I've always thought that electric vehicles are too much of a disruptor to people's everyday lifestyle, and until you ease people into stuff, it's not gonna happen.
I mean, you not only need to ease people into stuff, but you need to have the infrastructure to support it, and we don't have the infrastructure. So, I mean, you know, step one is, okay, give somebody something that they can charge but don't have to charge.
Yeah.
And then, you know, build the infrastructure and go from there. So.
Yeah, Greg, Menards that far south. Yeah, we have Menards all over the place. I have a bunch of rebates. you don't shop Menards, but Menards is famous for having 11% off on everything, and you always get these little rebate forms, and they send you this rebate in the mail. It's 11% off, so you're always constantly having all sorts of stuff. Yeah, so this is the question, though, on the BMW. To clarify, you're plugging in at 110, right? Mm-hmm. You didn't put 220 in your garage yet.
Nope. No. That will not be until, so I rent.
Right.
So until I own, I will not put in a actual home charger. But yeah, no, so this is just plugging it into my, now I have to go outside at 8 o'clock and see if it's actually charged. So as soon as this live stream is over, I'm going to, you know, hightail it outside to see if it is charged. But it said 3 hours, so we'll see.
Okay, somebody's telling me there's another live stream going on. I don't know how that happened. I really don't.
So that's why I said that there was the other chat on the other one. I had to go back to the channel and then refresh to get to this when you said this was on.
Yeah, so I don't know. Sorry guys. I'm sorry for the confusion. There shouldn't have been another. There were two. Okay, well, hopefully the people are ending the other one. I don't know.
or maybe Lon could go back and tell people to like go back to the channel and refresh because technical difficulties.
I mean, if y'all are having fun over there, don't stay over there. That's fine. I'm not going to stop.
Because like I said, that was where we were having the conversation about not being able to get gas on my drive from Florida to Indianapolis.
So I got one live right now, one upcoming. Maybe those guys are on the upcoming. I will delete the upcoming one.
Maybe comment first, can you?
It's just upcoming. It's not live at all. All right. What the hell is going on around here? All right. So, hey. There it is. There is a new live stream. I need to end this one. So they're over on that one. I don't know why we have two. I really don't. I'm gonna delete this other one though. It'll end that one then, because Gene's over there and Gene's gotta come over. So all right, that other live stream is ended. So we somehow, yeah, I will go. Let's go back in town. Let's go back in time since we missed everybody. It's been 30-minute mark. We'll give you the news update on what happened in the first 30 minutes of the program. All right, so the crap part is I scrabbled stuff off. But let's wait for a minute. Gene was over there, And this is so bizarre. I don't know why there would be 2 live streams going on. Like, I scheduled one, and the thing is, it's the same title and same everything. Weird. The Liquor made a second stream. Is there actually any new Tundra news? There's not any new Tundra news. This is me hypothesizing that the Tundra has an advantage this fall because it is the first and only new vehicle coming out, new truck coming out for the year, and Toyota has saved up. There's Doug. Has saved up a large amount of semiconductors, and they have lots of manufacturing capacity, and so that is my thinking. They will have an advantage this fall. Sorry if that was. I wasn't trying to get anybody irritated by that. I wasn't trying to say breaking news and have nothing to say. I was thinking today about that and saying that I think there'll be an advantage this fall, and I think that there will be more capacity than ever. And if there's not no capacity than ever, Mr. Mike Swears and I are going to have a throwdown conversation. I need to finish the conversation part because it's like, come on. June 13th issue of So, Jason, my feeling is that Jill and I will know something first week of June, and it'll be embargoed until then. They're flying a bunch of people into Texas, like a ton of people in Texas. So, that's my guess there. So that's my news there, Justin Davis, is that I anticipate if you look at the truck market and you think about all new truck customers coming out, and the Tundra will be the only new truck in the market at that point, and they have critical supplies and things. Yes. The crown is taking over. I don't know what the hell's going on with this. What the hell's going on out here? You know,
all I have to say is I'm drinking water this evening, so it's not me.
Yeah, I really don't know. There's Gene. Yeah, I don't know how you guys there was 2 streams. I really don't understand that. Sorry to get you all messed up on that. So we're talking about that. We're talking about Cybertruck. There's no new update there besides building the factory, and gas prices didn't go crazy. We're having a hybrid conversation. Yeah, it's coming back. So then we wanted to transition. I guess we're kind of talking EV stuff, and we need to keep talking. Here's the thing. I was talking to my friend Nathan over at TFL about this. I, along with some folks at TFL, are tired of covering EV news. But
you're going to have a really horrible existence in about 2 or 3 years.
Because that's all the news is. Like I'm sorry, I hate to keep covering EV news, but it's all EV news. That's all. That's the only thing automakers are talking about right now. I mean, it's maddening. It's like we're building this huge glut of new vehicles for an audience that has been hesitant, for an infrastructure that's not there, and it's like okay, I keep sitting in the back of my popcorn. Those popcorn memes or the little gifs. I got those at the yin yang. That's all I'm doing is eating popcorn, watching my colleagues go nuts over this stuff. Because I drove the VW ID4, and we should talk about that.
Yeah, because you didn't like it as much as I did.
I did. So Jill and I were at the same event, and so I told Jill, I said, let's do 3 videos together, and then I'll let her. So Jill's got her own channel and stuff. So I mean, Jill works for me, but I want to make sure that she's growing her own stuff too. So I'm very cognizant of the fact that I want Jill to be doing her own stuff at times too, and so I wanted to do. I was sitting around bored at a lot of cars at this event, and I could drive the Hellcats and stuff, but I've driven them and they just don't. They're great. Love a day in Hellcat Durango, or Durango we did, or the Charger Challenger, great time. But I can't make any money at those things, and it's not worth my time driving these things. So I took the VW ID4. Now this is a fully electric, a compact SUV or compact crossover?
Yeah, I was trying to decide what that is as well, because I was like, it's kind of more like a wagon. But maybe, yeah, I guess somebody was like, why wouldn't you call it an SUV? And I'm like, okay, I guess it's an SUV. It's a hatchback that has a slightly bigger ride height. I don't know. So yeah, small.
Compact something. Yeah. And so fully electric, 250 miles of range, I think it was, something like that. So somewhere in that range. And it was 7.5 hours to charge full to empty and 220, but most people charge and like 30 minutes get like 30 miles of range. That's some of the deal. I mean, you can quick charge it and get a little bit of range pretty fast. If you go full to empty, if you're empty, then you really have to wait around because it's going to take a while to charge. If you go plug in 110, you might as well just go take a couple days off and go sleep in the corner because it's going to take forever to charge the damn thing. But it does 0 to 60 in, I don't know, it was faster than other vehicles. It wasn't exceptionally quiet. It wasn't very spirited as the drive. It's just okay. So my viewpoint on it was, it's just okay. Nah. Jill's viewpoint was,
I really liked the clever features. I was totally geeking out over the pause and play button for the gas or for the accelerator and the brake. I don't know. So I thought that there were some clever features. I obviously, when we're at one of these events where you have a whole bunch of cars and you've got journalists who are going in and out of them, it is very impolite to keep the vehicle for that long. So I literally did like a 10-minute loop around the track on the inner drive area. And then I parked it in a lot and just started hitting buttons. So, I mean, I didn't have a lot of time to figure anything out. Like, I didn't see if it had a one pedal option so that you could drive with one pedal and get the regenerative braking. And, but like, I don't know. I thought it was clever. It made me smile. And is that going to sell a lot of vehicles? Maybe to millennials. I don't know. But I mean, and frankly, I think that's probably who they're targeting at this point. It's not going to be you and me, Tim. But I thought it was clever. I didn't think it was that fast. It was sufficiently okay, but it didn't have like to me, it didn't have that instant boost that you expect from, an electric vehicle. And maybe there were mode buttons I needed to press that I didn't press. But I just thought it was clever. I thought it was attractive. I thought it was well done. I liked some of the details and the textures that you saw, from, everything from the perforation on the seats to the, dots that you see on the lights, the headlights, to the play and pause button on the accelerator and brake pedal to, I saw this in somebody else's video, but to put the windows down, like you only have one button to put the front windows down, and then you have to like press something else, and then it'll put the rear windows down. And I missed that. But I thought it was, it's clever. And so I'm actually going to get the ID4 again in a couple of weeks, because I wanted more time with it to try and figure it out. So, I mean, if there's anything out there that anybody would like to know, let me know, because, again, I just wanted more time with it because I just thought it was cool. And I would just like to try and figure some things out. But I liked it. I thought it was clever. I mean, it wasn't super quiet. It was kind of like cheapy. But, I feel that way about the Nissan Leaf. I feel like the Nissan Leaf is kind of like a cheapy electric vehicle. It's not, solid, high-quality, quiet. Like the Mustang Mach-E, that was solid. It was quiet. You shut the door and it's like, you feel like you're entombed. And the ID4 is just the entry level of electric vehicles. It was fine. I liked it though, but I thought it was clever. Yeah. I didn't have the. I
thought it was fine.
Reaction.
I mean, I thought it was fine too. It was fine. Thanks for the $10 there, Dave. I'll get hit back for that. We were talking a little bit off camera about this. Was that Ford announced that the sales last month were up 232%. Their electrification sales. That meant the hybrid F-150 and the Mustang Mach-E and like one or two other things they're talking about. They sold 1,600 Mach-E's last month. And I was like, okay, well, you didn't sell crap the year before, so congrats, you're up 232%. That's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was kind of disingenuous on the press release. Yeah, I don't know.
Wait. A PR person or an automaker being disingenuous?
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about something else. Jill went to Detroit for the channel, and she did the Subaru Outback. What was it called?
Wilderness.
So here you go, guys. Over under on the Subaru Outback Wilderness having more ground clearance than a Ford F-150. So answer below. We'll get back to that. So Jill, you drove this. Can we call this thing a wagon?
Okay. I'm going to say no. I don't think it's a wagon. It was a wagon once upon a time, but most people still classify it as a wagon. But I say no. I say it is not a wagon. I think like if anything is a crossover, I think that is a crossover. But if you're gonna call the Subaru, see, now you're getting me fired up. If you're gonna call the Outback a wagon, then the ID4 is also a wagon.
Okay.
But no, I would not call it a wagon. It's based on the Legacy platform, but a lot of SUVs are based on car platforms. But what is special about this vehicle is they kind of souped it up to be more capable off-road. So they added ground clearance, they added more cladding around the vehicle, they added they even changed the position of like the fog lights and some of the reflectors on the back. They moved them up so that they don't get damaged by rocks that are flying. What else did they do? You've got like these copper accents around that show how it's different. The roof rack is a ladder style rack now, instead of like they used to have the things that kind of flip. But it's ladder style so that it can hold 700 pounds, with the idea that you can put a tent on top with two people and some stuff in it. So the idea is that they wanted something that was more capable, could go off-road, not like extreme off-road Rubicon Trail kind of stuff, but a little bit more off-road than what the regular Outback could do. So they had us, we were in Michigan, we drove to an off-road park. We went on a half an hour loop around this park with like 40% inclines and declines and breakover angles and, just some, and that Geyser blue paint, that is specific to the wilderness version. But the idea is somebody wants to take stuff and go camping in a place where nobody else can get to, or not a lot of other people can get to. And, I don't necessarily love the cladding, but I love that it has purpose, if that makes sense. And I don't think it looks bad with that, the black of the dark blue of the Geyser blue paint. They added also the glare-free stripe on the front too. So I don't know. I thought it was cool. I really, I like the idea of what they're doing. I can't tell you exactly how it did or what I thought about how the driving impressions were. That's Monday. But, first look, had some time behind the wheel, and I like the idea of what they're doing here.
Okay. I'm failing to get a background shots of the backside, so we'll just have to go with that. But there you go. There was me being... See? I have tech skills. Thank you very much. I was firing up some images there. So there we go. Getting some thoughts there. I think you're still... I got you back. All right. Show the famous Outback meme and Outback pulling an Outback and parked Outback. Oh, let me find it. Let's see. Outback pulling up. There it is. I found it. All right. Gotta find a big enough image of it. There, Reddit. I should find the. I wonder if I can play that GIF of that lady with that gas. That's really funny. It's just unfortunate. Have you seen this meme yet, Jill?
Mm-mm.
Okay, we're gonna fire this up. See, this is the advantages. Sorry if you're listening to this live in the podcast. You will avoid or not have these access to this stuff, but I'm sorry. This is what we got tonight. What do you think of that?
Okay.
All right, let me see if I...
Oh, and towing capability doesn't change. I think that the tow rating is 3,500 pounds, maybe. So tow rating doesn't change.
Oh.
Oh, and it gets bigger 17-inch all-terrain tires. And I'm still, I know somebody in here said it was a wagon. I'm still not buying it. It's not a wagon.
All right. So
Especially not. Can I say what the ground clearance is?
yeah. Go back to ground clearance.
9.5 inches. It now has 9.5 inches of ground clearance.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. It's a wagon. People said 9. The people on this live stream, they're pretty well figured out what's going on with this stuff. Yeah, I had my second Moderna one, and I think I was messed up last week. I think I worked a lot outside. Now I'm trying to get my yard and everything done so I can enjoy the summer. I haven't really had an enjoyable summer for quite a while, and I think with the Moderna and everything, I was just kind of worn out. But I want to not have the power of using the images. I wanted to find this one of the next topic we're talking about. I'm going to find it, and I'm going to give it to Jill because Jill's going to talk about it, and she is like, "Oh crap! Oh
Great.
crap! What is
it's
Tim?"
TikTok, isn't it? We're going to talk about TikTok. Is that it? Because I could totally do that because I've already given one presentation on that today.
I want to talk everything about TikTok. Is it 2 capital T's or 1 capital T?
Oh, I'd say 2 capital T's.
Is it? Okay, so it's on the screen for you there.
With the 20-second delay, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Yes. So, what is this, Jill?
So this is, if I'm correct, this is the new Subaru, since we're on the topic of Subaru, the Subaru EV that they are going to be putting out. And it's going to be called Solterra. 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 Don't quite know why that name, but Solterra. And, as we were talking about offline, it is going to be on a shared platform with a vehicle that Toyota is creating, which they are calling the BZ4X.
Yeah,
BZ4X.
It would be this guy, which is going to get live in a second. It's going to be this Toyota-looking vehicle. And they're going to build this in the plant in Alabama. So this is the combo plant. We're waiting for word on this for many years, and they decided to build 2 electric EVs on the same platform in this plant. So there you go.
And I wonder, I bet you when we're in Texas at the beginning of June, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get a glimpse at the concept, the BZ4X concept there.
Well, it's a Rav4. I mean, it's a Rav4 Venza combination. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. Is that what you get from that? I mean,
it does kind of look Rav4-ish. And then the nose is a little Venza-ish.
Yeah. So, I mean, it'll cost a lot more. It's going to be a lot of money. It's going to be... Shake your belly. No, I'm not shaking my belly. It's going to, it's an EV. It's going to cost a little more because batteries cost a little more to produce. And it's going to be heavier. One thing that I think is surprising me with talking to people is how much they don't realize how much batteries are heavier and the weight of the vehicle's heavier. Again, battery technology's got to improve quite a bit. Okay, so that was a Subaru. We have so much to say about that EV. We have so much to say about it because we just don't know.
Well, reading the comments, they're still arguing about whether or not the Outback is a wagon, and you haven't convinced me yet. They're saying it's not raked like a pickup truck, and I'm like, okay, so the new Venza is raked like a pickup truck, but that's a crossover.
Okay, all right. Speaking of EV news, next Wednesday night, new F-150 Lightning is getting unveiled, the new Lightning. And so there'll be a new F-150 Lightning truck that'll be unveiled next Wednesday. So what we're going to do is I'm going to delay the live stream by half an hour or so. I'm going to start the live stream and put my video of the F-150 EV in the middle of the live stream so you can watch it all together. And we can talk about it during the live stream. So, because I'm going to get I get access on Friday to it. So, I don't... My theory is we won't know much about it. That's my theory.
I think we're going to have to give more details.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Woo.
Bless you.
Mufasa.
I don't know. I think they will give us enough details to satisfy, but not enough details that we have the full story. Because, I mean, they're going to have to, like, eke this out over a year, you know, and keep throwing us bits of information.
Yeah, I mean, we'll know how much torque probably, because they'll use whatever complicated math they want to do, because that's what they've been doing. You know, like the Hummer had like 11,000 foot-pounds of torque or something that was dumb because, you know, whatever, I did the math. And then, you know, we'll probably know very sparse specs. They won't talk about towing as far as distance. They'll talk about total capacity. They probably won't talk about payload. Probably won't know that at all. We'll probably know range. We'll know how many batteries it is, and we'll have an estimate on how much the charging time is going to be to charge a battery. We'll have it's going to start at this incredibly low number, but really, y'all are buying it at $10,000 more. Number.
Actually, I would say like $50,000 more.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be something absurd like that. You will be able to reserve it, probably. There'll probably be reservations, and which is just dumb to me. So yeah, I don't know. I'm drinking some Crown tonight. And by the way, SPF 100, folks. I haven't been outside for 2 days.
Did we reapply?
Yes. I reapplied twice. I reapplied every 3 hours now. I am reapplying. It's my face in the summertime. I spent all Saturday and all Sunday outside. I applied in the morning for it outside. I reapplied at lunch, and then I came in for dinner, or 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I was done for the day. So yeah.
It's weird. I run marathons, and it's 5 hours, and I don't get burnt like that.
I feel like it's a filter on this camera. I was playing around with the filter the other day, and I feel like it's... Anyways, if you guys can't see the screen because you're listening to the podcast, my face gets red a lot during the summer. People think it's the whiskey I'm drinking too much of or something like that. People think it's red from the Crown. I don't know. It's just... I apply it to my face all the time. Thank you. I do have a bucket hat. Where did I put that damn thing?
I was going to say, you need like something that has a very big brim.
Well, no, I have my Indiana Jones hat. Have you seen this one? We're going off topic, but that's what we do here in this live stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I wear this fly fishing when I go fly fishing. My fly fishing hat. And I have a... Where did it go? I have a floppy hat that I got in a tournament that's terrible. I hate it, but...
Here we go. I have... So is it... like, here's my floppy hat.
Yeah, it's basically like that, yeah. And I wear that... You can wear it golfing, but I don't like it because in my backswing, I just feel like the top of the hat. I don't know. I just haven't got used to it. But yeah, sombrero, Tim, sombrero. I'm not
then
good
you would
sombrero.
fall asleep under it. That would be bad.
Cowboy hats don't really protect their face too much. They come from the sides. You still get the same sunburn. Trust me. I know these guys. I gotta find it. Hold on. I gotta look for this thing.
Now I feel like I need to start like getting out like my show and tell of hats or something. I mean, we could go with my running hat.
Yeah, what's your running hat?
Go White Sox.
Yeah. I may have.
But you know, I have a whole bunch of Avon lock hats with 39.3 on it. But yeah.
So I may have actually tossed it. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I was a sponsor for the local pro-am here in town, and they gave me a hat. And I didn't like it. All right, so there you go. That's what we have. I think that's what we have. Oh, I have.
Oh,
no.
now we're gonna get into a discussion about hat versus cap.
I have a new hat coming for Jill, by the way. The local logo people are slow as hell in the town, so I've been 2 months waiting for some stuff to get done. Yeah, so yeah, that's what's going on. I think I did talk.
I do have to point out, I don't have a Tigers hat, but I do have a Toledo Mud Hens hat.
I used to have. That's such a cool hat. I used to have Durham Bulls hat. And that was really cool to find. Like, the minor league teams do some. The Greg Norman hat. Yeah, I've thought about that. I don't know what it is. The Greg Norman hat is like this, but it's narrower. And people wear them on the golf course quite a bit because, again, sun protection. But yeah, I have played around with this, but this weekend was all working around the house, so it was not about that. And now hat talk. I know we. oh, you guys want to see some? This is just a small collection of hats. Turn the camera here, but this is that is the small collection of hats. I have every brand up here. I used to do sales reports, which I still could do some more of, and I just put them up there on the wall. But yeah, that is the small collection of hats. That is one of 3 hat racks I currently have that are filled. And that doesn't get my hunting hats or, yeah. Rick's like, just logged on. I think this is hat plus cap talk. hat talk, truck talk. What now? Bus talk. Okay, we are divergent. If you're just logging on, Rick, I'll give you the short. I don't have an EV hat. They don't make EV hats. I don't know what's going on. We talked about Toyota Tundra having an advantage.
Maybe you just don't get invited to the events that have EV hats because you poo-poo it.
Well, that's why you're on the team. So, Toyota Tundra having an advantage being the only full-size truck that's new this year in 2022, and one that I'll probably end up buying because it's the newest one that's out there. I did think about that. Plus, capacity in San Antonio has never been greater, and they have a supply. They have lots of supplies. We talked about the gas prices being bad. We talked about a bunch of Subaru news. So yeah, that's what we have. I did put a note down. I was looking into this. Whether the Ford F-Series can be upset this year as far as the reigning title holder of the best-selling truck for years. And did you know they had their best April since 2006? So I was like, nope, cross that idea off. It came to my mind. I thought, hey, shortages, shutting down production, maybe they will lose that. Yeah. Any chance New Tundra gets late in 2023? I think so. I don't think so. I should say that differently. I don't think so. I think that they have the parts to make it go of it, and I think they're going to do everything to get out there. So, yeah, that's what's going on. EV hat. No, I'm not doing TikTok. Let's see. Yeah, that was it. All right, Jill. Here's the thing. We always get the most watchers at the last 5 minutes of the show.
Because they figured out how to get away from the other live stream.
I don't know how we started 2 live streams. I don't understand that because I only hit the button once. I didn't do it. I was doing nothing crazy, but I would tell you I had it all set up and then everything just died. Yeah, they will not. I don't think it'll be a TRD Pro until 2022. I think they'll delay the year until they launch a new one. Look at the FTX concept. You know what? That rings a bell, Jill. What video did we do? Was it 20? We did that at Chicago Auto Show. You and I walked around the show, and we looked at different vehicles we liked, didn't we? And didn't that FTX, wasn't that one of those vehicles we saw in Chicago? I know. You can see the consternation look on her face. She's like, Googled it. I know. It's. I am standing firm on Toyota offer a V8 option. To be the only full-size truck without a V8 in the marketplace is just dumb. And Ford still offers a V8. You know why? Because they still sell the hell out of it. Like 45% of Ford F-150 customers buy a V8. So how the hell could you not offer a V8 in that? I cannot do a 2-hour live stream. I have to go video my wife in the Honda Odyssey here in a minute. But the FTX, wasn't that the... That's the one that you and I talked about. Chicago, what year was that? We need Jeopardy music. Are we hum Jeopardy music right now?
It wasn't last year, was it? So it would have been the year before, right?
I was thinking it was in the teens, like the 18 or 16 or yeah.
You know what? Wasn't it the year they did the Star Wars thing?
Yes, it wasn't the year that Nissan did that.
Nicole stayed overnight.
Yeah, that was like, wasn't that?
I don't know. 2020 just totally like put like a pause on my time frame, the space-time continuum. It's like everything is just out of order now.
Oh wait, He's talking the Toyota Tundra concept. We were talking about something totally else. Toyota had an SUV concept in Chicago. That's the truck concept. Sorry. Toyota SUV concept, Chicago.
Was it the FT4X concept?
There's a bunch of letters like that.
Because, so in 2017, there was a Toyota FTX concept, but it looks like the FTX concept was 2004.
Yeah, that was a truck. What'd you say the one was? 2017?
FT4X? And that was an SUV.
Yes, we did that. So, wait, let me Google our name and see what pulls up. DP cars. Yeah, we yes. I don't want to know what Edmund saw. Jesus Christ. But that was 2017 Chicago Auto Show?
Yeah.
Take you back in time, doesn't it? Yeah, I think we did a video on this. I'm sorry, I'm letting this go on and on, but I'm Chicago Auto. Top 5 trucks at 2018 Chicago Auto Show. That's our video. And I'm gonna put it on mute and fast forward it. Hold on. Oh, come on. Alright, then I'm gonna go autoplay's on. I went double, so skip alright, there's my old logo, the way I used to do things. There's Jill and I. Oh wait, can I? Alright, where's the win? This is a throwback Wednesday. I have no hat. I was wearing a nice sweater too. Here we go. It'll be on the screen here momentarily. Jill is like on pins and needles looking for this stuff.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay.
All right, see it? Let me get back to live stream. All right, so wait, I gotta come back over here. The window's occupied at the moment. I gotta leave this up. So, do you see it, Jill?
I do.
Okay, so that's us. And this is 28.
Chicago Auto Show. We're going to show you some of the coolest trucks and SUVs, so stay with us as we wander on the show.
Yes, and you may notice behind us. Come on,
I know,
we're in
I
the Jeep
know.
display, which in my
I don't
opinion
know what. They really do talk that
so,
fast,
if you're
actually.
looking at the auto show, the first thing you
Yeah,
do
actually
is
you
beeline
do.
back
So,
to the Jeep
oh,
display,
it's up
because they're not
next.
running right now, but they have a string of cars right
Like
Okay,
used
there we
models
go.
now. So,
Yes,
So, yeah, there's
and
the.
behind me is the FT4X.
Yes, there it is. Hold on, let me number 5. I had all sorts of cool icons back there. Yeah, my editing skills haven't improved. So.
Okay, so
This
we're
is
now
Jill,
in the
FTX
Toyota display, and behind me is the
-4X.
FT4X concept. They revealed this in LA, and I have to tell you, I'm kind of enthralled. I'm a sucker for concepts anyway, but this one particularly catches my eye because it reminds me so much of the FJ Cruiser, and I miss the FJ Cruiser. I liked the quirky colors, I liked the 3 windshield wipers, I liked the cool facade. I don't know, I just loved everything about it. So when I see a vehicle like this, it gives me hope in my heart, in my soul. That
Oh. Do you remember what you were gonna say there?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even remember the video. I'm like, wow, my hair was really long there.
It is. All right, so that's probably frozen in time. I'll put that on live stream. You guys want to look back in time, and yeah, that was way back. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I know that vehicle because I think I grabbed you and said, hey, let's do a video, and you're like, all right, your game, you know, whatever. And that was so. The thing you don't understand with this, the whole background is that Jill and I have been working together for a long time now. Before I hired her to be part of the team, she was volunteering to be on a podcast, and so yeah, it's been a long, weird journey. All right, Kevin's here. Kevin Hawthorne's here. He's a great volunteer there in Florida.
He lives where my parents live.
Yeah, he sends me some good emails. He's had some good stories. He helps out around the community. Really good guy. All right, that's it. That's all I got. I got to go video a Honda Odyssey here in a minute. and because we all want to know more about that. We have a mega minivan. I just figured out the Kia Carnival is actually in the fleet in Denver coming in mid-June. So I'm going to hold on to it. We're going to do like a 45-minute video, maybe even an hour. We're going to have all 4 minivans. My wife is doing all 4 minivan reviews. Honda Odyssey, Toyota Sienna, Chrysler Pacifica, and Kia Carnival. And it's going to be some mega long thing. But if you're interested in minivans, I'm hoping you watch it because it's going to take me a long time to edit the damn thing. That's what's happening. All right, so that was all that we got tonight, all I have tonight. And I'm going to go put SPF 9000 on my face and keep going from there. All right, anything else, Jill?
No, I was just having a chat with Gene about where to go at O'Hare when he has a layover there. And I asked him which airline. He said United. I'm like, wah, wah. Unfortunately, the United terminal is not the best terminal at O'Hare. I think there's some sushi and that I don't know that I would get sushi at an airport. So maybe your best bet is the Tuscany restaurant. And I think that is in the terminal. I never spend a lot of time at O'Hare if I can avoid it. Maybe buy a pass. Well, no, actually, most of the United clubs were closed. Never mind. So yeah, Tuscany is going to be my best recommendation.
Okay. Jane says do 4 videos, not some mega kid mover special. I may split it up. I may split it up in 4 different ones, different videos. Just make them short and then just each one. But I may do a mega one to combine together. I don't know.
I was going to say, do one with some excerpts and then do 4 separate ones.
Yeah, I may just, what I may do is I may just launch them all like in the same weekend. That way, just, I could do Premiere. I could do Premiere of something like that. I need to get them all out, really. I need to get the things out. So, yeah, I could do a lot of them. we're not autocrossing them. Thank you very much. All right. So,
come on.
Yeah, no. That's all we got tonight. So I will see you. Jill's going to be in and out next week, but I will see you next week. I'm going to do a little bit early because we're going to do the F-150 EV in the middle of the live stream because I think I figured out the mastery now. I can put the video inside the video. Look at that. It's going to work. All right. As always, thanks for watching. We will see you down the road.